Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over the index match. Now this is a pretty powerful function to learn to use within Excel. It'll definitely replace using Vlookup and HLOOKUP in your files, and I can't recommend it enough. Just the flexibility this formula has, as soon as you get comfortable with it, it's super easy, super dynamic, and way better than traditional Vlookups and HLOOKUps. So for this formula, you're going to do an index and then you're going to have a match function nested within the index. So the first argument of the index is going to be what you want to return. So we'll go ahead and we'll work through an example here. So let's go ahead and do index. And what we want to return here is the open. So we're going to go ahead and go over to our data set and we'll go ahead and select the open column. And then now we'll do match and it's going to say lookup value. So the lookup value we want is going to be the date, and the lookup array is going to be the column with all of the dates. Then we're going to go ahead and do an exact match. We'll never use approximate here, always use an exact. And you'll close it off and you'll go ahead and click enter. And you'll see here 368305, that ties to the open here. Now we can go ahead and lock some of the formulas here. And now we should be able to just drag this across and you'll see we get open, high, low, and close. Now let's go ahead and add 12.7, and then let's go ahead and copy these down, and quickly scale as quickly returns the correct answer. So now moving on to why this is a better formula than a VLOOKUP or an HLOOKUP is the structure of your data set is irrelevant. So for example, if we add a row here, and let's call it previous close, and we'll set it equal to the close on the prior day, right? So go ahead and copy the formula. There we go. Format that real quick. So now let's go ahead and let's come here and let's go 12, 8, 20, right? So if we're doing a VLOOKUP, right, we know that, so here's our lookup value, and then for the table array, we know if we select A through F, this isn't going to work. If we want to return the third row here, and then we want it to be an exact match, close that off, we're going to get an NA. That's because for VLOOKUP, whatever you're looking up has to be the first column. So with date in the second column, it screws everything up, it doesn't work. Now, if we do an index match here, let's say we want previous close here, what we can do is we can still make this work regardless of how everything is structured. So if we want to return the previous close, we would just select the previous close row, then we would do a match. The value we want to look up is the date, and then we would go ahead and select that, and then we'd go ahead and select the date column, and then we do an exact match, and we close that off, and now it's going to return the previous close. So that's the main benefit of an index match over a VLOOKUP is your data set, you don't have to structure it in any specific order. It makes it really flexible. It makes it a lot easier to use when you're working with large data sets, or if you don't want to spend the time to rearrange everything or count what row it's in. It's a really easy, really powerful formula and can't recommend it enough. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments or questions on index matches or any other Excel functions, feel free to leave it in the comments below. And thanks again for watching today.